Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's yours truly, and today we're gonna talk about Until Dawn. If you don't know Until Dawn, yes, of course, it's a game, but they made it into a movie. And today we're gonna talk about the movie itself. So me and some of my friends went to see the movie on Thursday. I know this video might be a bit late because for some reason they didn't bring the movie until like 2 days ago in my city. I don't know why that happened. So now that I've watched it, I can talk about it. So first things first, if you don't know the game, that's perfectly fine. But you should know the game and you should go watch it from someone. Unfortunately, I haven't played it on the channel. Let me know if you want me to play it, if you want to see that, down in the comments. So basically, it's a horror game. It's a story game. And the story goes on based on your like decisions. Basically, what happened though in the movie. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to use any footage, but for those who seen the movie, understand what I'm talking about. Hopefully. So basically, we have a group of friends, and they're going to a city or some shit. I'm not really sure. I didn't quite understand. And they're going to a place where Clover's sister, uh, I I forgot her name. Sorry, Clover's sister. Clover is like the main character, kind of. I mean, they're all kind of the main character, but I think Clover is like the center of the movie because her sister got lost in a specific place, and that's where they went. Obviously, I totally forgot what the fuck the name was, but whatever. So they drive into this crazy storm, and then out of a sudden the rain stops, and they find like a house. Go into the house, and all the different shit starting to So first of all, I'm gonna talk about my point of view about the movie. I personally liked it, and there's two ways you can see the movie. There's the way of as someone that doesn't know about the game, and there's someone who does know about the game. I know people who didn't like the movie, although they didn't know the game, and I know people who liked or disliked the movie, although they knew the game. There's a few um, things that are related to the game. For example, the backstory about the whole catastrophe that happened on in the mines and everything, and people turning into windigos and everything. But the plot is that in this movie, you don't have any choices. Well, kind of you do, but there's not a certain story basically. So the whole thing is that you restart the night if they all die. But the main thing is that if someone just has to die, so one can die, but the others can live after that, but someone has to die. But all of them were refusing to live with someone being dead. So they were just restarting the night, and different shit were happening. First of all, there was a killer who, yes, there was a killer who was actually Josh. And if you don't know the game, Josh was basically the brother of the two sisters that died at the start of the game, which is like the whole point. But he didn't actually kill them, he was just messing with them. But the killer in the actual movie was actually killing them. And that's not, I mean, that's kind of related to the game, but in a different way, kind of, you know. No, I didn't know anything about a witch that we were talking about. No clue what the fuck she was doing there. But yeah, I guess there's an evil witch or some shit like that. And like the professor was a thing actually, and we also see like we saw kind of like his office, like we see at the game. And you know, where if you know the game, sometimes after like a huge chapter or something, the story like pauses and you go back to the professor, and I think that professor was, um, because I think in the game when you talk to the professor, you're Joshua, and that's something we also saw in the movie. We saw like some papers that had Joshua's name and his photo, and yeah, we also saw like the cameras and everything that he watches and shit. So I'm not sure if they're gonna do a second movie which is gonna be more related to the game. I'm not quite sure, but we didn't even have like the same people like uh Ashley, Chris, Emily, whatever. They weren't there. They were just random people um trying to find Clover's sister who went missing uh a year ago, which is kind of a similarity to the game, but not quite, because the sister dies and then the brother asks the rest of the group to join him back into like the cabin in the mountain in the woods, to for like a memorial thing or some shit like that. So yeah, and yeah, before I go on to talk about my shit, I'm gonna quickly show you a review. You're gonna watch it as I'm saying it, but yeah, that actually a friend of mine wrote. I'm gonna have his review and his channel because he also has a gaming channel. Yeah, gaming channel down in the description to go check it out. Let's see his review to get like a better kind of view of the movie, and we'll talk. And I'm gonna say my opinion on his review and my opinion on the movie. Okay, so basically he says, "Please kill me already. I went to the premiere of Until Dawn today and I must say, wow. To be honest, I was waiting a mid, not really scary classic 2025 Sony horror movie with all jump scares being revealed in the trailer and nothing really special, which I kinda agree on, although I didn't watch the trailer or anything about the movie because I was super excited and I didn't want to get ruined by the trailer or anything or spoilers and shit. But he says the movie was really different from what I expected, which was true. It was creepy, eerie, and brutal. Brutal. I didn't know why I said it like that. And brutal. Which yes, it was. If you saw the movie, you understand. Plus, what? This movie had more than 50 jump scares. No kidding. Most of which really made me jump off my seat. Well, to be honest, it has some decent slash good jump scares. There weren't that many, but there were a good amount, to be honest. The plot was kind of predictable. Kind of, but not really, it depends. Only the ending and some plot twists were just a bit different from what I thought. Overall, it was a great movie to watch with friends at the cinema, especially at night, which I definitely agree on. So that was a review as well. You can go check his channel and his review down in the description. Why am I looking at this? The fuck? But yes, basically, I totally agree with him on the most parts. I didn't quite, I didn't expect of them doing something similar to like Happy Death Day, which basically means you have to escape death. Um, yeah, so it was kind of like the mix of a game, but not quite, and also a Happy Death Day. If you haven't watched it, you should. It's a nice movie. Um, but to be fair, in my opinion, I think the movie was good. Like it wasn't anything crazy or so different than any other movie, or it wasn't that like unique in a way. But I strongly believe that it was a good movie, especially for someone that didn't know the game, so he wouldn't be like disappointed or something like that, you know. Um, Now, again, as I said, I know people might not like the movie, might think that it wasn't that good enough or whatever. And I get that. I understand why you may not like it, especially if you know the game. And I get if you don't like the movie at all, even if you don't know the game. No matter if you know the game or not, I think it's a love-hate relationship with this movie. I personally liked it. I think The whole restarting night thing and different shit happening was nice. I like the part where basically they think they can just go and go and go through the nights and have another chance, and suddenly after 3 days it's been 13th, which was the last one. Yeah, I think it was very nice. Now about the ending, to be honest, um, I think the way that the professor dies was kind of stupid, and I didn't quite like it. But I don't know. I would prefer for someone to die actually than the professor dying. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I think it was kind of stupid the way that he died just because like two sips of water got into his cup of coffee and then he drank the coffee and then exploded. Yeah, I think that was kind of stupid in my opinion. But overall, I think the movie was great. Let me know down in the comments what you think about it. And of course, let me know if you want me to talk about some other movies. I'll try to do like some commentary videos on the movies I've watched before, and they're not new. Something like maybe the Infinity War I was thinking about, or Endgame, or something like that. Although it would take a lot of time, but anyways, thank you so much for the amazing support, and please go show some love to my friend. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you the next one, and if you haven't seen the movie, I'll give it a try. I think you might quite like it, to be honest. It's not something crazy, but it was good for me, and for my friend as well who watched it. It was good. Some others didn't like it, some did. I don't know. It's, as I said, it's a love-hate relationship. But again, just give it a try. I think it's worth it, to be honest. It has the good jump scares. The plot is good. Um, yeah, I guess kind of predictable, you could say, but it depends. The ending is a bit meh, but overall, it's a great movie. So go check it out if you want. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.